Simphiwe Ncongwane is covering the Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival at the Kingdom of Eswatini this morning. This is a one-day unique celebration of the best tastes, smells, sights and sounds of Africa. This African vintage-styled event promises to be unlike any other. Well, let's cross to Sims now to find out more about what we can expect at the Luju Festival this morning. Simphiwe, very good morning. You're looking so cheerful. Let us in on what's happening over there in the Kingdom of Eswatini. All right, we'll certainly make an effort to reconnect with Simphiwe. Of course, I mentioned earlier on that he is at the Luju Festival in the Kingdom of Eswatini, basically his birth country, and we'll be celebrating everything that is authentically African. Food, music, sights, smells, different tastes, and it's going to be quite a festival. There'll be lots that's taking place there, and so we'll check in with him throughout the morning just to get a sense of what is in store for everyone who is attending that festival. Well, just a quick reminder to you, if you are living in and around Zastron, or you've ever visited the area, be sure to tweet us some of your experiences and just a couple of pictures as well to give us a sense of what you like most about that small town. Well, we're going to make an effort now to go back to Simphiwe as he is, of course, attending the Luju Festival. We're looking forward to seeing some of the guests that he'll be speaking to, who'll be taking us through just what events will be unfolding throughout this day. Let's go back to our question of the day, and remember that you're most welcome to interact with us and send us some of your tweets at Morning Live SABC. We want to know what legacy you think Winston Ncongwane leaves within the arts sphere. What legacy do you think Winston Ncongwane leaves within the arts sphere? And of course, we love to focus on small towns, and our small town today is Zastron. It's in the Free State, and we had a couple of tweets earlier on, people highlighting just what a small town it is, how quiet it is, how cold it is. Well, I've personally never been there, but if you are from that area, you're most welcome to send us through your experiences at Morning Live SABC, and of course send us a couple of pictures as well. We certainly look forward to hearing from you. There it is, signage of Zastron. If you are from there, let us know. You know, I think the most spoken language, if I'm not mistaken, is Sesotho. But let's take a look at some of your tweets. Unkomoshe, as we fondly called him, was a breath of fresh air, an institution and walking library. I'm so blessed to have worked with him on a play called Buzani Kubawo at the Newell High School in Port Elizabeth. Uti Lala Ngokolo Unkomoshe, and that is from Luyanda Vong. Collins says his legacy can hardly be acknowledged because artists were and are not deservedly being well taken care of. Arts and culture fraternity has been taken over by politicians with personal self-interest. And that's the view of Collins Ntelele. Wandile Ngeba says Winston Ncongwane deserved a Lifetime Achievement Award as he promoted arts and culture in our country. We send our condolences to the families and friends during this difficult moment. Mlondo says, may his soul rest in peace. Hashtag Morning Live SABC. And those are just some of the tributes celebrating the life of Winston Ncongwane and the contribution that he made to the arts. Well, it's time to take you back now to the Kingdom of Eswatini, where Simphiwe is standing by. It's a very good morning to you, Sims.
Well, thank you so much, Pearl. A very good morning to you, everybody. Thank you so much for watching Morning Live. We're coming to you live from the Kingdom of Eswatini at Malkerns Valley at House on Fire. Let me tell you a bit more about this venue before we get deeper into the conversation about why we're here. Well, House on Fire is a farm sandwiched in between lush and vast sugarcane fields on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side is a huge pineapple field fields. And in the northern side of this farm, we have arguably Swaziland's biggest food and vegetable market. So the reason we're here, this is the home for the first and ever Luju festival, which encompasses, which celebrates and appreciates the deep cultural exploits and culinary exploits of all the Swazi artists. And I'm joined by the food curator and, of course, one of the curators of this particular festival. I'm going to start with you, Sesha. A very good morning to you and welcome to Morning Live. Tell us about the state of preparedness of this particular festival. How far are you, and some of the food exhibitors, how were they created or how were they selected?
Yeah, we're very ready and very excited with this inaugural festival. We are so excited to welcome everyone today. We are very much prepared, as you can see around you. There's been a lot of thought that's gone into the preparation and getting ready for this. It's been years in the making, believe it or not. And we're very happy to have our title sponsor, Standard Bank, on board to support the initiative. So, I mean, on my part, we deal with the food, and of course, I mean, food brings people together. So it was really important to have that at the core of this festival. Just speaking to the process, you know, the curation, we've been very particular about having this festival, you know, being an event that has integrity. So in our approach, we have looked at sustainably sourced produce, a lot of it predominantly being local. As the first one. So you'll see later on as you explore and exploit some of the culinary offerings that the food is fresh, it's local, a lot of it is organic as well. So we've basically partnered with local institutions and farmers and farms around the country. As you've mentioned, Malkerns is a farmer's heaven, and so we've been really lucky to be able to get all these different produces so close to home. And the curation of the food garden, where we have a lot of different foods coming in locally, but also from the region. We have food from Mozambique, from Ethiopia, from Zimbabwe. So it's going to be a very exciting journey of the senses all around.
All right, exciting it is. Now, we are here at the Design Cafe. Now, this is where patrons visiting this particular spot will have an opportunity to engage and get in touch with some of the works that have been exhibited here. And I mean, we've got the likes of the leading Swazi artists, the likes of Telimpilo, or rather Pepis Banyoni, who is a renowned photographer based in Cape Town, Telimpilo Dlamini, a painter, and of course we've got Mr. Gumbi, who is one of the musicians and an overall creative. And to tell us more about these artists, we're joined by curator Mr. Kulegane Msweli. Very good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us and welcome to Morning Live.
A very good morning, Simphiwe. It's such a delight to be here on this wonderful morning within the Design Cafe space. It's been quite a journey. I think, as Sasha mentioned, it's taken quite a while, but we're so excited. I think within my side as the Design Cafe curator, for all festival goers, we've tried our best to select the best of Swazi artists and the most amazing design items, from furniture to fashion to lifestyle. So it's really been an amazing journey to get to this stage where we have the Standard Bank Luju Food and Lifestyle Festival.
You have conquered the cultural and arts industry for quite a while now. Take us through some of the works that have been exhibited here and what the theme is.
Yes, for the festival, the theme we had to work on was with African vintage, and through that, really, it's a celebration of who we are as Africans, and also paying homage to our past, yet also looking ahead and looking at a very bright future for Africa. Hence why even the selection of the artists who are here, they have a particular story that they are sharing with the world about the Africa they know. And most of the artists, as you mentioned, are very young, highly dynamic, together with some of the designed furniture which is here. It's also 100% locally made, handcrafted, and of high quality. It's really a showcase of Swazi craftsmanship.
All right. Khulekani and Sasha, thank you so much for joining us. That was curators Sasha Thorne. She's a food curator, and Khulekani Msweli is a renowned artist, a Swazi-based artist. And well, basically the food festival is all about celebrating African cuisine. Different dishes from all over the continent will be exhibited here. And we also have, Jay Something, who is a renowned South African musician, but he'll be coming here in his capacity as a chef. And of course, he'll be belting out some of the tunes that he's well known for. Plenty more coming up this hour. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll take an ad break now, and Pell will be back with more shortly after this.
Tired, and we want people to take action. We want government to take action, because women are being raped, women are being killed, women are being sexually and physically abused every day. Children are going missing.
See men at the forefront.